That's my view. It's Mexico right over there. There's a pretty high mountain we're on. We've been doing everything we've said we've been doing. So much more we haven't been able to talk about. Usually when I go up a mountain, it's the devil has a hard time getting up to me on high grounds. But well, he's working overtime right now. And well, what we got going on with the mail? So whoever this Cat Wright is bragging, saying that she had a friend who knew an IG person, and Inspector General ordered our mail shut down. That's not accurate. What the Citizens Against Veterans on Patrol did was they called and bombarded a private mail carrier owner, the UPS store, Michelle, and those wonderful women out there. And they kept threatening them with lawsuits, threatening them with reports, saying that they're supporting a fraud and a scam. And so, to protect her business and everything else like that, just so you guys know, they are releasing all of our mail. And we are going to go establish a new mail carrier for the veterans at Bravo Base Camp Conklin and the volunteers out with Alpha Company Team Pulaski. So that's one of the things that's going to be getting done. We're going to do that. It's amazing how a group with just like 300 something followers can actually achieve something like that. But it just shows you how strong the devil has in this this world. My anger does not stem from every bullshit lie they're saying about me. The more they talk bad about me, the more glory I give to my God, because if what they're saying is so true, then how do you explain who I became and who I become? My anger and my outrage, and I'm going to tell you something. These little punks from ThreadCon Clothing, that little Chad Koza bitch is pissed off because all of his followers and stuff are saying don't buy his t-shirts, don't buy their clothes. They don't help veterans. They pad their own pockets. Give the VOP. You don't even have to give it to a person. You can mail it right to them. It'll go right to the homeless vets. It'll go right to the volunteers. Nobody takes money. Give the VOP. You have groups like that, and a coward ass like Chad will go on and make a live video, and then he calls one of our registered Gold Star mothers a fake Gold Star mom. And then he smears the name of Jeremiah Pulaski and Brennan Conklin. Now, this is supposed to be a veteran. This is supposed to be a veteran who's doing that. But this is what that coward piece of shit does. He attacks mothers. He attacks veterans who have been failed and their lives have been taken by their own hands because Chad was too busy selling t-shirts. He's too busy selling ThreadCon military apparel to veterans. Yeah, let's rally. You guys buy my clothes. Come on, let's all get together. You buy my shirt. You're good with me, but if you question me, whatever. You're a liar. You're a scammer. And I gotta watch that video. And I'm sitting there thinking, I'm sitting next to Dark Skywalker up here, and I'm sitting there like, devil's doing everything he can to get me off this mountain. I don't see God doing a whole lot to keep me up here. I think he knows my heart enough to know that, there is a dark side to me that's been pretty much quelched with all the light, and especially my daughter and the mission he's provided me and the people we've been able to help. And that's about to get unlocked. At some point, it's going to get unlocked because I don't care what you do to me. I don't care what you do to me one bit. But now you're smearing moms who've paid the ultimate sacrifice. Now you're smearing your own quote-unquote brothers and sisters. You're a traitor. You're a fraud. You're a coward. You're not a real vet. I said so. I'm not stolen valor. I never claimed to be a vet. You claim to be a vet. Badass combat vet. A guy's a fucking tough guy. You're a badass, right? Yeah, you're so badass that you'll hide behind your little keyboard on your live videos and attack Gold Star moms and smear the names of two heroes. And there have been thousands and thousands of people helped in the name of Brennan Conklin. thousands and thousands of people saved and rescued in the name of Jeremiah Pulaski. And every credit that's ever given to me, I've given to God. Told them, don't make this about Louis Arthur. If you make this about Louis Arthur, the mission fails. As I'm sitting up here and I'm really looking at everything and I'm being objective as possible, there's three different ways. There's three different ways I can respond. There's three different ways that I can go and do this. Either way, the assholes, the liars, the everyone else who says this isn't happening, too many thousands know it is. They know we're legit. They know we've always been honest. I do know this, that we're going to be having a special news agency, a really large one, that's going to be able to come and interview me and my family, and they can come see all the millions of dollars that we've made, everything we've taken, all this scam and fraud we've done. We're going to allow them to see the bank accounts and just to show how many times that our family has gone $20, $30 before paycheck clears because Bravo Base needed gas, volunteer needed their phone on, flat tires needed fixed, someone needed a down payment for their apartment, someone needed a bus ticket or a plane ticket. We've rode on faith with God for 3 years, never taken a single dime, and that's the God's honest truth. So everyone who says that, everyone who's made those accusations, you're going to not only be proven wrong, but you're going to be exposed as the lying, coward, corrupt MFers you are. Because you're only jealous of us because we get to do what you can't do, and we do it without taking money. And it cuts into your programs, and people don't want to buy your t-shirts because they'd rather go get a case of water for homeless veterans at Bravo Base. At least they know Chad isn't going to take a little percentage for him. At least know Chad and his family aren't going to get anything for them. That 100% goes to where it goes. You know? And so now you have this other group. Yeah, this other group out here, ThreadCon. And they're going to release all your stuff. Release your veterans who's been kicked out of my program because they got caught with dope or because they did stolen valor. We had dozens and dozens of witnesses, and guess what? Louis Arthur didn't kick them out. The homeless veterans at Bravo Base kicked them out. But you're too lazy to get off your ass and go down and talk to Major Harrison, all the homeless vets. You'll sit behind your computer and listen to what other people tell you. You're a coward. You're a lazy, fat, sloppy, lazy, stupid coward. There you go. I'll get right down to your level, Chad. You know, what you did was chicken shit. How you attacked our moms. The shit you said about Jeremiah, you're a bitch. You wouldn't come up to this mountain and say that. You would not come up to my face and smear that hero's name. See his bracelet, Chad? You see? He means something to a lot of us, thousands of us. Every volunteer out here. We do our best to make sure he's remembered for the good he was, not for the bullshit you say he was. See, that's why I always tell people you don't want to be remembered. Look at all the great people in history who's been remembered. And now look how people today believe they were evil and they were villains, but these are really good people. Look how they paint our founding fathers. You know, most of them are criminals that God got a hold of. And something major needed to happen around them, and he used the perfect people to go after criminals, former criminals. You know, there's nothing magic about me other than the fact that I've been in the cesspool, other than the fact that I've walked with the devil, other than the fact that I've been out there without shit, without no one to care about, without no hope, no nothing. That's what makes me able to go out there and do my job. He pulled me from the dark because none of you other fuckers who've never been in there, you don't understand how to get in there and help these people. You really don't. You really don't understand how to help them. You know, and my family, we can take. I've been hit. I've been fucking, I'm a sex offender. I've killed people. I fucking scam people. I've been hit. And I tell people just keep marching, keep marching, keep marching. Now they're hurting the homeless veterans and the civilians, the very people that I stepped out here to help, the very people my family have sacrificed so much to help. Now they're hurting them. And not only that, now you're hurting the family that came around us, our families, our Gold Star moms. Now you're talking shit about our Mama B and our Mama P, and you're saying we don't have Gold Star members in the VOP family? Well, you're going to get ready to hear a whole lot of them, Chad. And you already went out and publicly and said one wasn't, when she was the one that they were trying to run. They wanted her to run the state. She was one of the ones that was selected that they were talking about Mama P running the state of Arizona Gold Star Mothers Association. And you've got all those little people laughing in your little video and shit and believing your little lies while you attack these women and you attack these veterans because you're mad because you can't sell clothing? You're mad because you can't help veterans at the number we can? You ain't housing 25 a month. And you're saying 10%? Go to Bravo Base right now. It's 50%. You go down there, sometimes it's 80%. Go down to Bravo Base and talk to the Red Cross, City of Tucson, Old Pueblo, Community Bridges. Go talk to every service provider that works at that camp. And you ask them how many veterans there are, Chad. You know? It's chicken shit. That's what we got in America today. We got a bunch of cowards that hide behind a keyboard. They get jealous of other people doing because all they can do is talk. And now all the people tired of hearing them talk are coming out to do with us. So then they all want to get together and say, we got to stop this. We got to discredit this. We got to make this about anything other than saving kids, protecting our backyard, stopping veteran suicides, pulling homeless Americans off the streets, getting people into sobriety and recovery. We can't focus on that. We got to make this about Louis Arthur. And not only that, that's not good enough because it hasn't worked, because he stays on there and he pounds. We can't stop Louis Arthur. So what we're going to do, we're going to make it about Gold Star moms. We're going to make it about veterans we've lost to suicide. We're going to make it about the very people that we came out to help. And now you're using me to hurt them. Now you're hurting them through me. Well, I ain't going to let you hurt them through me no more. I got a team en route. This mountain will be posted. Because of what you did, there are more veterans coming down because they know you're full of shit. And they're going to come down and prove you wrong. And they're going to come down and keep these mountains. I'm coming down. You're not going to be able to hurt them through me anymore. But, vengeance will not be my Lord's on this one. Nope. I believe God's going to send enough people to keep this mission going. And I'm going to take a nice long break. And I'm going to strategize. And I'm going to shut every one of your organizations down. I'm going to call every one of your employers and let them know how you lied and smeared our family. And this is after the media comes in and shows them just how much money our family has sacrificed. And that's not counting. I've been home overnight 26 days so far this year. It was like 39 the previous year. And then the first year was, oh, man, see, I don't know. I spend 90% of my time in the field, Chad, on the ground, living with them, helping them. I don't take nothing for myself. And when gift cards don't work, like last night, some of those fuel cards didn't work. You know what my wife did? Filled up those expensive-ass trucks, went and got everybody on the team subway, went and made sure their needs were met until she could figure out how the codes worked on those particular gift cards. That's the type of people we are, Chad. We don't take from other people. We're not selling T-shirts and pants. We're giving hope. We're giving people second chances. You're a piece of shit coward. That's all you are. And you wouldn't talk about my mama, neither one of them, nor my brothers, their sons, out there in my face like that. You wouldn't do it. You'll hide behind your nice little cabin house, and you'll make your little videos like you're a badass. Yeah, we'll see how many T-shirts you sell when people find out just who you smeared. You should have did your research, dumbass. And there are far more Gold Star mothers in VOP than you realize. VOP is worldwide, Chad. We're in 5 different states. You're too busy selling T-shirts to know that. But that's okay. We've already spread like a virus, Chad. And every one of you guys that are out there, all you non-profits that are out there, we're going to remain a self-sacrificing organization. We're not going to let the government regulate us. We're not going to take any money. We're not going to expect to be paid for what we do. We're going to get out there and provide results. We're going to get out there and do everything that's been set up, because that wasn't built by Louis Arthur. That was built by God. And that's why you can't destroy it. And you can't get it through your head. Why are they still able to do this? Why are people still helping them? Because we're telling the truth and you're lying, and God has a purpose for every single one of these volunteers. And it's not buying your T-shirts, Chad, because you're not stopping veteran suicide selling T-shirts. We run a veteran suicide prevention program. And we got veterans in suicidal crisis. Over 200 we saved, Chad. How many of you saved, Chad? See, all you guys get to be exposed. And the best way to expose you is to show you not all the bad Louis Arthur did. We're going to go all the way back to the beginning. And we're going to share with how Louis Arthur was Lord of State, what Louis Arthur's mother and family and everything did to Louis Arthur, and how Louis Arthur became a child of the Department of Youth Services and the very social providers that do all this sick shit to kids. Yeah. You're going to get to see how Louis Arthur became an evil person. And then we can talk about all the evil stuff Louis Arthur did after his light was stolen, after he fucking just totally went to the dark side. Yep, free will. I'm not blaming nobody for those decisions. I made them myself. I've repented. My Lord's forgiven me. And I'm not out here to get redemption or to overdo. If I was out here to undo every wrong I did, I already did that the first 6 months of VOP. Because we helped over 5,000 people in the first 6 months with food, with clothing, with shelter, with those gift cards. You say, oh, McDonald's, Burger King gift cards. That's not cash, Chad. And no one can show where gift cards have ever. My wife keeps all of them. People don't take those gift cards and take cash out. And you know what? If they can't convert it to cash, they're homeless veterans. They're allowed to. Leave them the hell alone. It's their gift, not yours. You ain't got no right to regulate it just like the government does because it's not money. It is a gift card under the gift clause. And 100% goes to the people who don't have nothing while you keep trying to sell t-shirts, you chicken shit. And you smear you smear two mothers that were the mother I never had. You know, that's it. One of them particularly, you know, Mama P. You might as well attack my daughter and my wife because that's what you just did. You attacked one of the three most dear to me. And I want everybody to know the truth, that you're full of shit. I want them to go ahead and research what I said because you're full of shit. And I want all your followers who say you aren't, I want you guys, and tell Chad put his money where his mouth is. Tell Chad take a trip down to Volunteer Bravo base. Tell Chad to get his ass up here on top of these mountains. We're not doing nothing. We're not doing nothing. We're not doing nothing down here. These videos, all this stuff is just a fake. We're busting our ass, burning up in this. We're on top of a mountain, by the way, guys. I got a shade canopy. It's up there, but I don't get good reception under there. There's repeater towers, and for some reason, it's causing the interference. But we're on top of a mountain. It's hot. But you know who's not up here anymore? That cartel scout. With over a dozen witnesses who saw that cartel scout on this mountain, including neighbors, Chad. This stuff's happening. There's never been any scam. Nonprofits are threatened by Veterans on Patrol because we don't need the government's recognition to be an organization. We have the people's and the world's. We don't need to have an ordained minister. Look, I'm sorry, you don't like the way I talk and act, tough shit. God doesn't send a perfectly speaking Christian into these streets, into these ghettos, into these criminal areas. He sends someone who came from them, who can think, look, talk, act, walk like them, who can relate to them. He sends someone who can actually pull them out. Not some superficial piece of shit selling t-shirts calling it ThreadCon. Yeah, ThreadCon. That last 3 letters, con. You're being conned. Stop buying this asshole's t-shirts already, people. Stop buying his clothing. He hasn't helped 1/10 of the amount of veterans we've helped. And he's going to bring out a few who have been kicked out of our program because they did the wrong thing. We can produce hundreds that are in houses, Chad. We can take you down here to not just veterans, to civilians, Chad. We can show you the roster right now, which shows 22 veterans, 22 civilians, Chad. So everything you're saying is a lie and a fraud and defamation of character against Gold Star mothers, Chad. I hope they sue the shit out.